Oh, I can lean in and talk to y'all. Like, okay, I'm gonna lean in and talk to y'all because I don't like that glare that's on my forehead. But anyway, hey, 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 it's me, Persephone. Yes, my hair is doing its best Shaka Khan impersonation, and I'm letting her, honey. I am not trying to fight my hair today. So whatever she wants to do is what she's going to do. Horrible relationship advice. So the opposite of what common sense is, and I'm sure many of you have heard these reasons before. I have heard a lot of these reasons before. Reason number one, that is a horrible reason to stay in a bad relationship. Really dumb reason. Stay for the kids. Yeah, so your kids can watch you be verbally, emotionally, and physically abused by your spouse, by your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever. Yeah, it makes sense to, instead of separating and showing your child that you don't want to be in a toxic situation, that you don't have to be. Oh yeah, stay for the kids because the kids want to see you together. Oh yeah, that's really healthy for the children. Reason number two, stay for the lifestyle. Yeah, the memberships and the access that you get to different places depending on who you may be married to, the perks. Yeah, the perks are only perks when everything else is going well in the relationship. But if the relationship is crumbling, the perks mean absolutely nothing. There's no reason why you should stay in a toxic, negative, abusive situation just because of some benefits that you're getting from the relationship. You know what's a good benefit in a relationship? Having a healthy relationship. But I'm sleep. There are some people that want to be military spouses. They want it because it looks glamorous. They think, oh, free housing, free this, free that, free that. But people don't understand that veterans have a really hard time getting simple stuff. If you sit down and talk to a veteran that you know, they will all tell you the same thing. It is not all it's cracked up to be. To marry someone or stay married to someone just because of their military benefits is dumb. All of these reasons are dumb. Reason number three, and this is something that isn't verbally expressed, but it's something that can be subconsciously under the surface. Stay for your pride. You don't want to see your ex see your relationship fail. You don't want to see your mama see your relationship fail. You don't want to see your pastor see your relationship fail because, you made such a big deal about being in love and now all of a sudden you're not in love anymore. Stuff happens. I didn't have any feelings like that when I got divorced. It was more of I felt awareness of what other people would be thinking. It wasn't necessarily that I was thinking this, because once I made the decision that it was time to go, I didn't let anything stop me. I did not let anything, any form of embarrassment or shame that I might have felt over making a mistake in who I chose to marry, that did not come into play at all as far as stopping me from, asking for the divorce in the first place. Yeah, I knew there was going to be somebody that was going to have an attitude. Most of the people that I know, my friends, my family, people that know me, when they found out what happened, they were like, well, good thing you got out. You don't have any kids by him. You can move on with your life, blase, blase. But there were a few people like, oh, really? So, Miss Virgin Bride is now divorced. Oh, really? Okay. But there's always going to be somebody that is going to have a negative response based off of action that you make, based off of what they would do, their personality, what their value system is. Because in some instances, I'm sure there were some people that were looking at me like, so you're just going to leave him and you don't have anything? You don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have a place to stay, you know. But when it came to my mental health and my mental well-being, I didn't care about what people thought. I love the fact that there are people that I know that have been married for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. That's great. That's wonderful. That's awesome. And I'm going to make a separate video about that, so I'm not going to get too deep into this. But the fact of the matter is, just because it's a long marriage, that doesn't mean it's a good marriage. I'm going to make a video about that. Stay because it isn't always bad. That's so dumb. That's So dumb. Because even the most abusive person has good moments. Even the most cruel, narcissistic, terrible psychopath of a spouse has good moments. They do nice stuff sometimes. Like a guy can, you know, throw his wife on the ground, bust her head wide open. And then when they're leaving the hospital, he can give her a bouquet of flowers. So does that excuse what he did to her just because he did something nice? Yeah, everybody has a Christmas that's nice or a Thanksgiving that's nice, especially when you're around other people. Of course, everything is going to be nice when you're out at the restaurant and you're hanging out and everybody looks like, oh, that looks like a happy couple. But you don't know that he, choked her up against the wall before they left out the door, or she threatened to stab him because he didn't want to go to the restaurant that she wanted to go to. You don't know what these people are going through. You see a snapshot of their life and you think that, oh, it can't be all bad. Of course it's not all bad. But the thing is, you balance the bad with the good, and you have to decide how much of the bad are you going to accept. This one right here. Now, I don't know from experience, but there have been people that have been like, I want to, I'm so tired of him, but the sex though, the sex is good. Like, I'm trying to get, girl, you better not, because you don't know if you're going to be able to find a man that's going to be able to do. There's got to be more to life than an orgasm. There's got to be more to life. There has got to be more to life than putting your whole self in danger. Your mental self, your spiritual self, your emotional self, your physical self in danger for an act that you really, it's nice to have, but you're not going to die if you don't get it. That is toxic, that is negative, that is abusive, that is harmful to your children, that's harmful to you, that's harmful to anybody watching you go through it. You're willing to stay because that person knows how to get it. That's smart. It's just really, we got to do better. Okay? Singleness is not a curse. I've said this before. I said this when I was single before. Singleness is not a curse unless you curse yourself. Now, you can sit up in the house and cry and complain about being single and say, oh, there's no quality men, no quality women, but you don't go anywhere. You don't meet anybody. I guess you think your soulmate is supposed to come and knock on your door. Now, granted, there have been situations where it seemed like to that person that their soulmate basically fell in their lap. But you have to move through life knowing who you are, knowing your purpose. And when that person comes along, nobody is built to complete you. Okay? You have to already be a complete person to have the complement of another complete person. Can't be walking around all fractured and broken and expecting our soulmate to just, appear before us. So keep that in mind as well. All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Unnecessary. Time out.